Hello everyone, welcome to Cooking with Monisha. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous new year. Today we are making Anguri Rasmalai. So let's get into this video. For that, first we are preparing the vinegar and water solution. So here in a small bowl I have taken 3 tablespoons of regular cooking vinegar. To this I am adding 4 tablespoons of room temperature water. Now we are going to mix this well and our vinegar water solution is ready. I am going to keep this on side. Here on a heavy bottom kadai I am adding 1 liter of full fat milk. Always use very good quality milk while making sweets. Then only your sweet will taste better. So now what you need to do is, you need to keep the flame on medium and we are going to bring this milk to boil on medium flame. So hey friends, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay updated with all my latest videos. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and share this video with all your friends and family. So once the milk comes to a boil, I'll immediately switch off the flame, and after switching off the flame, gradually I'll start adding the vinegar water solution little by little. Now why did I switch off the flame? The reason is because if you keep the flame on, the paneer that will come out, the cottage cheese will come out very hard and rubbery. So that's why you need to switch off the flame and then pour your vinegar and water solution little by little and mix the milk. So this will give you nice soft cottage cheese. So as you can see, slowly the milk and water is getting separated in this kadai. Be patient while making a sweet, then only you will get a better result. And do as I say over here. If you follow each and every step, you are going to get the best Anguri Rasmalai. So now you can see the water and the cottage cheese has got separated. Now immediately we are going to transfer this. So what you need to do is, you need to take a vessel like this. I am placing a thin cloth. So which cloth I am placing here is a sari. So what you can do is, you can take any nice thin cloth, use a clean cloth. So I am using a nice clean sari and keep the same cloth every time for using this sweet. So you can just wash it and cut into pieces, the sari pieces, and just a small hanky type you can keep it inside your wardrobe, and whenever you want you can use for the sweet. So I have transferred all the cottage cheese and water on top of this cloth, and the water will accumulate under the vessel. And now we are going to rinse this nicely with 1 glass of ice cold water, so that all the vinegar acidity or the flavor of the vinegar gets removed from the cottage cheese. So mix this gently. So once the entire glass of ice cold water is poured here, now we are going to hold the cloth and we'll start squeezing the cloth. So we'll squeeze this nicely for 5 times, as you can see here. And no need to hang this potli on side, this cloth on side on top of a tap or somewhere for like 30 minutes. Nothing you need to do. Directly we are going to use this cottage cheese. Now you will ask me, Monisha, can I buy ready-made cottage cheese from store and directly make this sweet? No, you should not buy. You should make by this process, because the store-bought ready-made ones contains preservatives, so it is not good. So make like this, fresh cottage cheese. Now I have removed this on top of the plate immediately. Once I have removed this on plate, we'll start mashing it with pressure of our palm nicely, at least for 10 minutes. Keep a timer ready on side. Don't over mash it for more than 10 minutes, because you will mash it more, then it won't taste nice. Less time also, it won't come out good. So exactly for 10 minutes. Now on side I am preparing the sugar water. For that, here in a 6.5 liter pressure cooker, I have added 1 cup of granulated sugar and 4 cups of water. Now we are going to bring this to boil on medium flame. So take a big pressure cooker, because you want the rasmalai to have space inside this water. So now we are back to our cottage cheese. I'll continue mashing the cottage cheese while our sugar water is boiling on side. So mash it nicely using your palm for 10 minutes. This is the important step in making rasmalai. If you don't mash it correctly, each and every granule of cottage cheese, it won't come out soft. So mash it nicely with your palm pressure on a plate. So once you mash it nicely, we'll start giving it a shape of a grape. Grape means small ball size, that is anguri size. So we are dividing this into 14 equal small ball. So anguri rasmalai, anguri basically mean grape size, that is small size of rasmalai, and this will basically look like a rasgulla, which is also a Bengali sweet. So this will look like a rasgulla. So you have to do the same. No need to flatten it, just make a small ball equal 14 size balls. So now it will depend upon the full fat milk that you are taking. So take a best quality full fat milk for this recipe, then you will get nicely 14 balls. So once I have made equal size 14 balls, we will add these balls into the sugar water. So our water has come to a boil, as you can see, and I am immediately placing the cottage balls into this water, hot sugar water. We are not making this into a sugar syrup, we are making this into a hot sugar water. So I am placing all the cottage balls. So if you take a big pressure cooker, there will be space for the cottage balls to float, and it won't stick to the vessel. So take big pressure cooker. Now I am going to cover this with rubber and whistle on, and we are going to wait for 2 whistles, medium flame 2 whistle. Now it's been 2 whistles. Do not immediately open the cooker. I repeat, switch off the flame. Carefully keep the cooker on side. Do not open the lid, because you don't want the rasgullas to become, the rasgulla, or you can say the rasmalai, to become flattened, or all the air pockets will fade off. So do not open it immediately. Keep the cooker on side. Now here we are making basundi, also known as rabdi. For that, in a clean kadai, I have taken 1 liter of full fat milk. So this will be the sugar milk for a rasmalai, anguri rasmalais. So once I poured the full fat milk, I have kept the flame on medium, and we are going to bring this milk to a boil. So once the milk comes to a boil, immediately I am going to reduce the flame. Now on low flame we are going to continuously stir this to avoid the milk from sticking to the bottom, and we are going to cook this milk on low flame for 15 minutes. And you need to scrape the milk from side gently and mix the milk. Now it's been 15 minutes. To this I am adding half cup of granulated sugar. Now I am going to mix this so that the sugar dissolves. Once the sugar dissolves completely, to this here I am adding 3 drops of yellow food gel color. So now instead of this you can add saffron strands to this, or you can add yellow food powder. Now if you don't have any 3 of these, what you can do is you can keep it white as well. No issues. You can keep it white anguri rasmalai. So it's fine. Now we have cooked this on low flame for 20 minutes. And the milk won't become completely thick. It will be little liquidy. Later when it turns warm, it will start to become thick. And when it is chilled, it will become completely nice thick. So now it looks still watery. After 20 minutes, I have switched off the flame, and after switching off, to this I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, also known as elaichi powder. Now to this here I am adding 8 almonds sliced and 8 pistachios sliced. I am going to mix this, and we are going to keep this kadai on a cool surface. And we want the basundi to be warm, so we'll keep in a cool surface. Now you will open the pressure cooker. First we'll remove the whistle and gently we'll remove the lid, and you can see a beautiful, now it is called rasgulla. Later when it's dipped in milk, it is rasmalai. So it is ready. Now we'll allow this to come to a room temperature. So we'll wait for this to come to room temperature at least for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. Now here I have taken a cake tin. You can take any tin, tray, vessel, anything. First I am pouring a layer of basundi or rabdi which is warm. And to this I am going to add a rasgullas, which I am going to flatten it, and then I am going to put it on top of these rabdi. So your rabdi should be warm, and the rasgullas which are flattening it, that should be on room temperature. That's why we waited for 30 minutes, so everything became proper. So do in this process only. First make the rasgullas, and then you can prepare the basundi, and later our rasmalai is ready. So similarly I am going to flatten all these cottage balls gently. Do not apply pressure. You don't want the air pockets of inside to break, and place it on top of this basundi one by one. So these are cute little small rasmalais, anguri rasmalais. Now I am going to pour the remaining basundi or rabdi on top, and we are going to cover this with an aluminium foil, or you can place a plate on top of this or any lid, and keep in fridge for best results at least for 18 hours. It is said to keep the sweet for overnight in fridge, but for best results, keep for 18 hours. The cottage balls will soak nicely the milk, and it will be very delicious. And why we are placing the aluminium foil is so that when we keep any other food on side of the sweet should not catch the smell of that food. That's why. So you need to cover it. Now it's been 18 hours and our anguri rasmalai is ready. Super delicious, super yummy, and very yummy. I am going to serve this directly. As you can see, a beautiful layer of malai, which is called as a fat content, on top of these rasmalai. And what you can do is, you can pour this chilled basundi or rabdi in a glass, the excess one, and drink it chilled. It is best served chilled and it is very very delicious. And here I am garnishing the anguri rasmalai with some sliced pistachios. And our anguri rasmalai is ready. Please do try this recipe and give your feedback on the comment section below. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching.